Here's what happened. Round 17 of the FIA Motocross World Championship. The qualifying at the MXGP of Bulgaria, Sevlievo. MX2 was first out of the blocks, and it was Jorge Prado who came away with a whole shot, closely followed by the American Thomas Covington and Paul Jonas. Maxime Renault was in there in about 4th place as well, but he was quickly pushed back by the likes of the number 10 of Calvin Valandrin, Anthony Rodriguez and Hunter Lawrence. Thomas Olsen was on the charge, made light work of Valandrin to get himself into 4th place, as Covington gave chase to the 61 of Prado. Henry Jacobi fell from his STC race in Husqvarna. He remounted in 23rd and would get back to 19th as Ben Watson had to get forceful. He charged his way through eventually to 12th place, but it wasn't the qualifying race the Khmer Yamaha rider was looking for. Greasy conditions after watering saw riders taking it easy, but Hunter Lawrence carved his way up the inside of Anthony Rodriguez. The Honda 114, the Khmer Yamaha rider tried to bite back, but Lawrence managed to hang on to 6th, which is where he would stay when the checkered flag fell. Second half of the race, though, Covington on the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, number 64, started to close in on the Spaniard, Jorge Prado, as Weltin and Van Donnet dissed out a few elbows. Weltin eventually carved his way to 8th. Covington tried to make a move down the inside. You could see how greasy the conditions were. But eventually he capitalized from a mistake from the Spaniard. He went too deep, ran off track. Covington did not need a second invite. He was a new leader with 4 laps to go. Jonas circulated on his own in 3rd on his Red Bull KTM. Couldn't do anything about the 2 guys ahead of him, his teammate or Covington. Stefan Rubini had a good ride as well. He eventually came home 9th on the 118 KTM Silver Action machine. Renault was 10th, but for the 5th time this year, Thomas Covington, your qualifying race winner in MX2. Jorge Prado came home in 2nd. Paul Jonas was 3rd, Olsen 4th, Valandrin and Lawrence 5th and 6th, and it was Rodriguez and Weltin.
Yeah, you know, I felt like I had a little bit more speed at the beginning, but just never could find a way around Jorge. He was riding pretty good, actually, and just waited on him to make a mistake and then made the move. Just really got to thank the whole Rockstar Energy Husqvarna team, Traxxas, everybody helping me out. Thank you.
In MXGP qualifying over on the left-hand side, Jeffrey Hurling's got a good jump, but then got squeezed into the inside. Held a nice tight line on the exit, though. Worked out for him as well. Came out 4th, then 3rd, then 2nd, alongside his teammate, as Geiser quickly led, but not for much longer, because Hurling's by turn 3 was up front. Geiser was 2nd. Cairoli quickly got pushed back to 5th place, behind Fevre and Sal. Tommy Searle fell at the bottom of the hill on the opening lap. He was in 11th at that moment. He picked himself up to get back to 18th, though, but his handlebars were covered. Fevre went from 3rd to 5th. That mistake cost him to Sal, and Cairoli both went through. Geiser dislodged a tough block. Sal ran straight over it. He stayed up. In fact, both riders were very lucky to stay in the race in 2nd and 3rd. Cairoli in 4th was starting to get caught by the Monster Energy Yamaha, number 461 of Roman Fevre. Don't forget, Cairoli riding with a slight knee injury after a crash in Switzerland a week ago. Fevre eventually ran alongside and then had to go the long way round in turn 3 to make the pass stick. That was lap 6. Fevre was now up to 4th and giving chase to the Monster Energy Kawasaki from Honda South. Max Anstey didn't make a great start, but he found his way onto the rear wheel of the Wilbo Yamaha, Jeremy Seawer. Those two jostled for that 6th place. In the end, it went the way of the Brit. Another slight bobble for Fevre, but he kept Dessau honest. This was an interesting battle, Seawer and Dessau. Seawer went from one side of the track to the other to go defensive. Sure, Dessau was not approving of that, but eventually he had their last lap. The Rockstar Energy Husqvarna launched past the Swiss and into 7th behind his teammate. Geiser couldn't do anything about Jeffrey Hurlings on his HRC Honda. Dessau likewise couldn't do anything about Fevre. Fevre managed to stay down there in 4th, but setting the fastest lap of the race on the final lap. Jeffrey Hurlings, a qualifying race winner in MXGP for the 10th time this year. 20 seconds clear of Geiser, who was 2nd, Dessau 3rd, Fevre 4th, Cairoli, Anstey, Paulin, and Seawer your top 8.
Yeah, feeling was good. You know, I missed the start a bit, but came out 3rd and managed to get to the lead in the first lap. Obviously, they were pretty dangerous. The track was really slick. Tomorrow they should think about it a bit more, I would say, for the safety of the riders. But you know, it's hot, and yeah, then it's hard to make the perfect conditions. But my Red Bull KTM racing team bike did a great job once again, taking me to the 10th qualifying heat win. So looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully we can get 2 good starts and yeah, work from there and work for another podium and hopefully a win. So once again, thank you Red Bull KTM racing team.